Woohoo! What's going on, guys? This is Mike with Chit Chat Gaming, and it appears that F5, F5, F5 seems to be the magic number that everybody's pushing, or the magic key, I should say, everybody's pushing. Because I was sleeping last night, well, kind of sleeping. I had a really bad headache last night. I was playing some Breath of the Wild. I was starting to doze off. My phone was going off like crazy. Again, this is about between 12 and 1 o'clock a.m. So I'm sitting there just trying to doze off. My phone's going off like crazy. I didn't think anything of it because I always have my alerts on. I just happened to get up probably about 15-20 minutes later, looked at my phone, and sure enough, notification alert from my whole entire YouTube family and my whole Twitter family saying that the Nintendo has officially released, well, Best Buy anyways, the pre-orders on the Super Nintendo Classic, the SNES Classic. I saw that. I realized I was probably too late to the party, so I went ahead and went in there and I tried to get one, and sure enough, no go. I was not able to get one. I was already too late. Everybody and their brother and sister, all my friends and everybody seemed to happen to get one at this time. I was told that Best Buy had it up for about 20 minutes, so again, I was kind of disappointed. Oh well. But the reasoning why they released these pre-orders at midnight at 1 o'clock a.m., whatever, it's Nintendo. It's going to happen. That's just what they do. So anyways, I wasn't too disappointed. I was like, all right, I have plenty of time. My whole goal, anyways, was to be waiting outside probably at GameStop or at Walmart or at the door for numerous hours to get one of these. So that was the whole entire plan in the beginning with anyways. But so I went ahead and I was like, you know what? Usually the next day they release them like crazy. So I get up this morning, I get to work, sure enough, find out that Walmart's releasing them. I jump on there really quick, try getting one there. No go. Nothing happens. I didn't even get to the cart. Got there, it says coming soon or out of stock. I can't remember. I've been to so many of them today. I have no idea what it said. I can't remember. So then I went ahead. I'm sitting there again. I heard that Target is having them now. So I'm like, oh my goodness. So I get into Target. I jump on there. Sure enough, I even get all the way through the cart. I get all the way through the payment process. I get all the way to the very end. Hit complete. And it says your item's out of stock. Now I don't understand why that, like with Ticketmaster, when you go on there you kind of reserve your ticket. So you're sitting there, you're like, all right, so you know, at least I have time, have 3 minutes or a minute or whatever you have to go ahead and complete your order. They don't give you time to complete your order because by the time you get done doing all that, then the dang thing's already sold. So it's kind of like, oh my god, it's so like depressing, and it's so, you know, it just drives you up the wall. So anyways, Target sold out. So I'm like, whatever. So I'm like, all right. So I'm sitting there again, getting ready to go to lunch. And sure enough, I get a message saying from once again, my Nintendo Cade and my YouTube family, we're all one big family. They go ahead and they let me know. I get the alert saying that GameStop, there's a picture that GameStop posted on Twitter saying that you can actually go in-store only, not online. You can go in-store only and pick these up. You can go in there and pre-order it. Very limited quantity, which is to be expected. So I'm like, all right. So I contact my buddy and I'm like, hey, is this true? And he's like, yep, it's true. So I put my lunch down. I literally get in my car. I clock back out again and I fly back out to GameStop. Luckily for me, my local GameStop is about 3 minutes away from my work. So I was able to get out there really quick. I walk in. I ask him, hey, I'm here for the SNES Mini or SNES Classic. So I walk in there. He's like, yep, it's true, but they're not available yet because the system hasn't updated. So there's one other guy in there besides me, and sure enough, another guy comes in behind me, and my uncle, came in behind me, and then another lady comes in as well. So sitting there, I'm like, all right. So I'm like, I'm gonna wait this out for a little bit and see what happens. Wait it out a little bit, and of course, good thing happens. Well, pre-orders are now open, so I did get a chance to pre-order my SNES Classic, but I had to go all the way above and beyond to get this thing. I know I'm not complaining, I'm just saying it's just absolutely insane what we have to do to get one of these and to secure one. Now I did get the NES Classic originally here. I waited in line for this. I didn't pre-order this. I waited in line at GameStop, and I was like I mentioned before, I was number 10 out of 12. So I did get one of these. I have to pick one up later on as well too. So I'm happy that I actually got to pre-order one of these and don't have to wait in line now. So now I can walk in on September 29th and get my SNES Classic Edition without having to wait in the line and do this anymore. Because absolutely one more day of days like today where I'm sitting there pounding that F5 key over and over again and waiting just to be let down, I can't do it anymore. And my boy over at RGT85, Sean, he actually posted a video earlier talking about how Think Geek, I think is what it's called. It's actually GameStop that actually owns it, and GameStop are actually releasing these bundles out where they're just completely outrageous pricing on this. They're adding in like leftover stuff and whatnot, and stuff that I see when I walk in there all the time, usually on the clearance section or just over where like little accessories are. they're actually bundling all this crap in there, and they're selling these things for anywhere from $200 on up to, I think I saw like $389, almost $400. So again, they're bundling these up and they're selling them as a package instead of just selling them individually for the $79.99. Okay, I get it. You want to make a little bit of money off it. You want to get rid of some of your stock. Okay, that's understandable. But come on, we're sitting there talking crap about the scalpers because I know there's definitely a ton of them out there today. They're probably having a heyday. So we're talking about those guys being so bad. This is actually worse in my opinion because you're actually bundling crap that nobody wants. I mean, like this random Mario, Zelda, and Nintendo. I mean, okay, more power to them. I love Nintendo, I love Mario and all that stuff. But you're doing this to try to push these consoles out. Absolutely hate it. But again, though, I'm done complaining about that. I don't want to make a whole video on that. Me, personally, I just want to know what you guys had to do to get one of these if you got one. So in the comments section below, let me know if you were able to snag a SNES Classic Edition today or late last night, early this morning, whatever you want to call it. And let me know what you had to do to go through that. Did you have to go through the obstacles I had to go through? Did you have to clearly run over to your GameStop to get one after being let down all day long? Again, just let me know in the comment section what you had to do. I'm definitely interested to hear your story. This has been Mike with Chit Chat Gaming, and as always, happy gaming.